Welcome back to Happy Hour Yoga. It's kind of a blustery day, overcast here in Jupiter, and I have my buddy Buster here. Today we're going to do some yin, just a slow stretch where we hold the postures a little bit longer than ordinary, just to get deep into the connective tissue, the fascia. So you can stay in these shorter if you need to. If you need to make adjustments, please do. I have some simple props, a pillow from my couch, a blanket, and 2 soft blocks. Not sure we'll need all those or whether you will or not, but take what you need. We'll start by just inviting in our Ujjayi breath or tortoise breath in yin, which is just in through the nose and out through the nose. And we'll start in a simple child's pose, just releasing the arms. You can use your pillow to allow yourself a little release. And just like the song says, just breathe. My knees are wide and my toes are together. And we'll stay here about 2 minutes. If you want to extend this a little bit, you can bring your palms together in prayer, leave them there, or take them back down your spine. Focus on tucking your navel into your spine, keeping your core engaged. And make whatever adjustments or shifting where you need to in order to make this work for you. You should be in sensation the entire practice so that you feel the connective tissue beginning to soften. Keep retracting your shoulder blades. So pull your shoulders away from your ears even in this pose. Couple more breaths here. And then very carefully, come up to your hands and knees into tabletop. And move my pillow out of the way, wrist under shoulders. And just start to follow your breath through cat and cow, dropping your belly, lifting your chest and your gaze as you inhale. And rounding your back, tucking your navel into your spine into cat as you exhale. And again, inhaling, following your breath length, and exhaling. And one more. And rounding. Now come back to your flat back, and on your next inhale, reach your right arm up and just start to wake up the shoulder, the wrists, moving it around, circling it around. And then take a big inhale, and as you exhale, slide that right shoulder down to the mat with your right ear. And again, I'll give you several options. One is to take your left arm and send it forward. Feeling a nice big stretch. You can also place your left hand into the palm of the right hand, pushing that left side body open. Or you can wrap that left arm around your low back and find the hip crease on your right side. Keep releasing your left side body and your right shoulder. Less than a minute here left. Stay with your breath, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose. And when you're ready, very carefully, plant your hands coming back to your tabletop. You can release with a cat and cow. And then coming back to your tabletop, this time lifting your left arm, shaking it out, rolling the wrist, the arm, the shoulder, reach it up, and then slide it under. Biting your left ear, your left shoulder. Right arm can reach forward, it can reach down to the palm of your left hand around your back. Again, you can do multiples. Bicep by the ear. You might feel this a little more in your shoulder, or keep opening up your right side body. Remembering to stay connected to your breath in through your nose and out through your nose. And then come up, and again, nice flat back, cat and cow to release. And we're going to go into melting heart, which is just what it sounds like, walking your hands forward, dropping your forehead or your nose to the mat. Stretching the arms forward, retracting your shoulder blades. Keeping your tailbone up and just allowing the body to respond naturally. Keep pulling the shoulders away from your ears, your tailbone stays up. Maybe your chest drops and surrenders towards the mat. ready, come all the way up. We're going to move into Sphinx pose onto our belly. If you want to shake out your arms a little bit, releasing a little bit. I'm going to remove my jacket. It's warming up a little bit. And then it's up to you what you do with your any padding that you have. If you want to keep that under your knees, you can do that. Otherwise, just remove it and come all the way down to your belly. Remove your dog if you need to. So here your elbows are right under your shoulders. Sphinx, nice easy Sphinx pose. So don't allow your head to sink. Really feel it, pull it up, engage your core, and keep your shoulders away from your ears. So a lot of pressure out of your neck and your shoulders. If you feel this is too much, walk your elbows out a little further. You feel a big release in your low back here. So really keep your bandhas engaged, your Uddiyana Bandha, your belly button tucked in and out. Keep your glutes engaged and your pelvic floor. So you really feel this stretch in a good way. Remember, your goal is to remain in sensation. So you want to feel the pose but not feel it painfully. As always, pressing to your finger pads keeps pressure out of your joints, your wrists, your elbows, your shoulders. Keeping your core engaged keeps you lifted. And just breathe in through your nose and out through your nose. You'll notice as you sink deeper into the pose, you tend to drop down, stay lifted. Starting to feel a little too much in my shoulders, so I move them forward and then slowly release. Take your hands, interlace them just for a quick stretch at the small of your back. Push your knuckles back and just lift your body up and stretch. And then slowly release. Fold your right arm, line it up against the front of your mat. You can drop to your right ear if you choose to, or you can stay where you are, staying up and reaching back and grabbing for your ankle. I'm going to go ahead and lower down, go to the right ear. Just stretching the quad, the front of your leg, drawing your heel towards your glute. Remember, you're surrendering to the pose. So as the body gets a little warmer, a little deeper, you may sink a little deeper into the posture. That's our goal. Yeah, I see, Buster. Yes. Thank you for the kiss. Now move along. My assistant giving me a little bit of helpful affection here. And then release. And switch arms. If you want to take a break in between and just windshield wiper your legs side to side, you can do that. This time left arm forward, left leg back. Watch out for your dog and all your other toys here. And grabbing a hold of that right leg. And again, left ear or on your forehead. Remember, both sides are different. One side may feel more or less intense. Just allow your body to naturally release. Just keep focus on breathing in to the tightness and releasing the quad, the front of the leg, the hip flexor. Be mindful of your knees. Again, when you're ready, release. And you can windshield wiper your legs a little bit from side to side. Watch out for your toys of your dog next to you. And come all the way up into an easy seated posture, crisscross applesauce. Again here, if you want to, you can elevate your hips on a blanket, which I'm going to do. And crisscross applesauce is simply ankle to ankle alignment. Nice, easy seated position. A little difficult for me. I have knee issues, ankle issues, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. So modify, do the best you can. Sitting up nice and tall, you're going to start feeling this. We're going to start twisting to the right. You can reach up and elongate your spine if you wish, and then gently twist, placing your right hand behind and your left arm on your right knee. Sitting up nice and tall, lifting your crown up to wherever you're seated, sky, ceiling, and looking over that right shoulder. So really keep that core zipped up. And focus on breathing in and lengthening, and as you exhale, twisting a little deeper. You have a tendency to let go and sink down. Remind yourself to stay lifted and twisted. So good for the back and the spine. Ready? Release. Then shake it out, roll the shoulders. This time keep your left foot tucked in, either elevated or not, and extend your right leg. So your left leg is anywhere along that inner thigh, as close to your groin as you possibly can. And all you're going to do is reach out towards your right leg, connecting anywhere along that leg. It does not have to be the foot. It can be wherever you're comfortable. If you have a block or something that will help you surrender a little bit, you can use that. Or just hang on to your toes or whatever you can. So you're stretching the hamstring, the back of the leg. And again, if you can't get there, don't worry about it. Soften your knee or rest your hands on your shins or your thighs, whatever you can get to. The goal is to stay in the pose and to feel it. Sensation but not pain. And to keep connecting to your breath in through your nose and out through your nose, allowing you to surrender. Really important to keep your navel tucked into your spine. Uddiyana Bandha. Protect your back. And then carefully release. Now we're going to continue working on the hips. This time, instead of crisscross applesauce, double pigeon. Now double pigeons, you can see I have issue with my knee. Double pigeon is stacking your right ankle above your left knee. If you can't do that, you can do this. And if that's still uncomfortable, then try to stack both ankles under both knees and sit up nice and tall. And then you can move forward into a forward fold if you're comfortable. And what you're going to do is you're going to feel this in your right hip. So you can stay upright and just start to feel the stretch. If you want to deepen the stretch, you can take your pillow or your block. I'll grab my pillow today. And then just surrender, deepening that stretch. And allowing your body to release gently, one breath at a time. You can always gently release any tension from the neck by looking side to side. Surrendering a little bit at a time. Keeping your feet flexed, protect your knees. very carefully walk yourself in. If you need to, sit back and stretch out that low back a little bit. We're going to go to shoelace, a little deeper stretch. And again, my feet don't go very close to my glutes, but you can draw them in. Your knees may be flat on the floor. And again, you're feeling that on that right side. And as we're here, let's try a little stretch for the arms. First, we'll go into a nice eagle arm stretch, a right arm under, opening up the back, the shoulders, dropping the shoulders away from your ears, pushing your forearms forward, and just staying with your breath. And just 2 more breaths with these arms. And then release. Take the arms out and up. This time dropping the right arm down, pressing in gently into the tricep, pushing the elbow up towards the sky or the ceiling, sitting up nice and tall, keeping that core engaged. For those of you that have the flexibility, you can reach around and grab your fingertips and stay with that or stay with this. Up to you. Do what suits you the best so that you feel this. If you can't connect, you can always use a towel to connect, or just reach using your top, your shirt, whatever you have on. Keep both sit bones down into the mat or into your whatever you're seated on, your blanket, your pillow. Focus on breathing in and breathing out. Each breath allowing you to release a little deeper. And when you're ready to shake out your arms and then unravel the legs. Simply take them about mat or hip width apart and windshield wipe your legs side to side. And then we'll go to crisscross applesauce on the left side. So your left ankle lines up with your right ankle. Lift up, and when you're ready, twist looking over your left shoulder. Again, remembering that you're lifting through your rib cage, your crown of your head, looking over that left shoulder, using your right hand for support. Enjoying a little bit of beauty today in the garden. Lots of blooming going on. My orchids are starting to bloom. Oftentimes in these poses, I feel my spine self-adjust. You can feel like it drops into alignment. It's a good feeling. It's like having your own chiropractor in your body. Trying to stay light on your sit bones and engaged in your core. And then when you're ready, release. And then we're going to reset. Left leg comes out. Right leg tucks in. Again, this side not as flexible. You can always use a pillow or block or whatever you have available, or just release your hands towards your shin. Again, that right foot can be out as far as you need to or in as close as you need to. Keep that navel tucked into your spine and your shoulders relaxed and away from your ears. Stretching the back of that left hamstring. And then slowly release and come up. And our double pigeon on this side again. Ankle to knee or ankle on top of, which I cannot do at all on this side. And again, stay seated up or bring back your pillow, hinge forward, feeling this in your left hip. Make sure both sitting bones stay down, so you may need just to stay upright, that's fine. As you release, maybe you'll find a little more space and you'll be able to get a little deeper into it. Take time to adjust, and then stay once you get where you feel like you can feel the sensation. Always to remember that yoga is for everyone, not just for the flexible, for everyone, every age, every size, every ability. The goal is to just be in the moment, stay present with your breath and your body, and you'll benefit from all of it. Remembering always just to do the best you can, and don't be hard on yourself if your pose does not look like what you think it should look like or somebody else's. It's not a competition, it's about progression, not perfection. Great music helps. And then very carefully walk yourself up again if you need to stretch your back. A little seated cat. And then you're going to go into shoelace, stacking your left knee on top of your right. Again, remembering to keep those sitting bones down. So if you have to bring those feet out a little further, as I do in this pose, to be able to do that, then please do. Once you find that seat, And then stay up nice and tall. You can work your arms, doing your eagle arms on the left, going under the right. Dropping your shoulders away from your ears, pushing your forearms forward or away from you as you lift those elbows up to feel that stretch. Keep that navel tucked into your spine. Couple more breaths here. Lifting through the crown as you breathe in. Opening up the back and the shoulders. And when you're ready, release it. And then go back to stretching the tricep. Again, pushing on that left tricep, elbow up towards the ceiling or the sky. Stay with that, sitting up tall or reaching around. Remember, both sides are going to be different. Do the best you can. And then when you're ready, shake out your arms. Release your legs again, about hip or mat width apart. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. And our last pose will be cobbler's pose or butterfly or seat Baddha Konasana, many things. You can peace finger the big toe of each of your feet. You can walk your hands under for more of a tortoise pose. Whatever suits you. Starts to open up the inner thighs, the hip flexors. Release your back. Keep that belly button tucked in. And again, remember, you can always release neck. Keep mentally pushing your knees away from you towards the floor of the mat. Keeping your back flat here will stretch that low back out. Rounding might allow you to go a little deeper and feel that stretch a little bit further up the spine. Ready, release. Shake everything out a little bit. Find a comfortable seated position. From here, we would go into Shavasana or a seated meditation. For our time purposes today, I'll let you do that on your own. Simply reminding you it's a perfect way to end your practice with a meditation with Shavasana, lying in rest, opening yourself up to possibilities. I want to remind you that peace begins with me. You bring your hands to your heart center. We recognize the soul and the peace in each other. The light in me honors the light in you. We do so and share with each other, bringing our thumb knuckles to your third eye center as we bow and say together, Namaste. Thank you for joining me today at Happy Hour Yoga with Robin Tebow. Until we meet again, have a great day.